I'm back with another episode of winning one match at Turf War with every single primary weapon in Splatoon 3. It's been a few days since I've last done a video of this, but I was able to knock off 52, Gold Dynamo, and Rapid Blaster, and had an interesting match with the Rapid Blaster at the end there. But let's hop into Splatoon and see what weapons we roll today. Alright, so we are back here with the wheel. All three weapons from yesterday are off. Let's spin it and see what we get. Hopefully we can be one and done with all three of these today. And looks like I'm either going to get the heavy splatling or the edit splatling. It's going to be the edit splatling. Alright, I don't have too much confidence in this just because I'm not a splatling player. But, I mean, I have to use it, so we'll see how it goes. We're back in the game. You can see I switched my character. This is the one that I was playing as in that one match. I didn't even expect to upload that, but then I had that match on my own time and I'm like, this is worth uploading. But it's been about 3 days since I've last done a match, so this will be interesting. We'll go to the weapon select screen, we'll go to the splatlings, and I only have the vanilla kit, which is Curling Bomb and Tacticooler. And you have seen me use Curling Bomb, but you have not seen me use the primary, and you haven't seen me use Tacticooler. So Heavy Edit Splatling has quite a slow charge up, but if it gets a full charge, it is a really good painting weapon. Alright, and now we have Tacticooler. And unlike some of the other specials you've seen me use, Tacticooler is entirely support-oriented. So we're going to go and pop it right there, and what it gives you a little boost of run speed up, swim speed up, and if you get splatted by an opponent while you have the Tacticooler boost, it only takes you like a second to respawn. And the boost does last a little while after the cooler stand goes away. And say you grab the Tacticooler late, the boosts will last the same amount of time that they normally would. But yeah, let's see what the maps are for today. Mahi Mahi and Mako Mart. There are certainly spots I can stand with this weapon, although Edit Splatling is a bit more aggressive than other Splatlings, so I don't even know if I'm going to stand in those spots, but I also need to keep in mind that this thing's charge time is pretty slow. That took a while. But let's just hope I can be one and done here. We're on Mahi Mahi, and let's see what the weapon comps are. Dapples, E-Liter, Dynamo, Decav, Carbon, Squiffer, and Wellstring. We're gonna try to take advantage of this thing's full charge just being an absolute menace in terms of painting. Ah! Let me move! Why can't I move? Ah! Alright, I don't like that Decavitator is just going straight for me. I think that Decavitator is being really weird. I'm gonna stay as far away from that as possible. Oh yeah, we do have 2 Tacticoolers. Alright, finally that Decavitator is done. Man, I am not good with Splatlings at all. I'd say I'm worse at this than with Chargers. But then again, this is also a rather slow... Alright, that Wellstring sees me. Up! Did I just get directed by Wellstring? Yeah, I did. This is going really, really poorly. Got him! Nice. And I was able to do it before the bubbler. Just nice! I expected them to super jump back into the bubbler, and not only did I get rid of the bubbler, I also got rid of the Decavitator jumping back in. That's nice. Like that. Alright, let's just make sure they jumped in here. I know they're here. I need to remember I have a Curling Bomb, but then again, Curling Bomb is not the greatest sub-weapon in the game. It's more so meant for movement than it is for being a lethal bomb. Are we actually making a comeback? No chance. Since we were getting our butts kicked. Ah! I got dash / one shot by Decav. Alright. I don't think so. Yeah, didn't think so. We just got our butts kicked at the beginning there. But even then, I got a few splats there with Edit, which I'm a little surprised by. Especially because I'm not a Splatling player, and it's also been several days since I've played the game. I've been enjoying my time with other games and DVDs as well. But I have to keep going with this, so I'll see you when the next match starts. Alright, pretty much everybody stayed, so we'll see how this goes. So my partner up with Decaf, Squiff, and Leader. Then they also have a Leader, as well as Wellstring, Dapples, and Aerospray. I really don't like that this thing's charge time is so slow. Because realistically, this thing's full charge is what makes it so good. Oh yeah, I just realized our Leader is, scoped. Alright, I have a Tacticooler ready. Got Tacticooler ready. Alright, I can see that Leader is right there. I know Leader has more range than anything else, so... And I'm using a weapon that I'm not too familiar with, so I really can't mess around with these. And I don't have a sub-weapon I can use to... Nice, I think our Leader sniped that Leader. Did I actually partial them with Edit? We're just gonna focus on getting paint. Oh, Wellstring sees me. We're gonna back up. They got me right there. We're gonna... Why is it... There we go. Was I just a little too close? I might have been. Alright, I have another Tacticooler ready. Oh, I got sniped by the Leader. They went down there? Odd choice. It's not looking too good right now. Did I really get partialed by a Reef Slider from clear over there? Huh. Yeah, I'm not great with this at all. Oh! I got... this is going poorly. Yeah, we're not taking this. I'm gonna have to do a third match. Did I actually partial the, whoever got splatted there? I mean, obviously I got sniped by the Leader again, but I don't even need to stick around for this. I'll see you when the next match starts. Several people stayed, so again, I'm not having high hopes, but I did see a good amount of inking weapons, so if I can get paired up with those, that'd be nice. Aerospray, Reflux, and Leader. Alright, I'm down for that. Squiffer, Aerospray, Slosher, and Dapples. Alright, we'll Booyah for good luck. I'm gonna need all of it. Booyah Bomb, I mean, that's from the Aerospray. I know the Aerospray's kits. I actually do outrange all of them, which is nice. We have 2 Booyah Bombs? Oh yeah, I think that Reflux kit has it too. I'm not going down there. I'm not fighting a Dualies player up close with this. I really thought they could snipe me with a Fizzy. Actually, maybe that was the Aerospray, because I don't think that Dapples kit has Fizzy. I think that one has a different bomb. I've had Tacticooler ready for a while. Nice! Got the Dapples! Nice, we were able to get them off. And super jump into me. Nice. Nope, that Squiffer sees me. Ah! Slosher. This'll be close. Nice. Nice, they got that Booyah Bomb off just at the end. We'll see. Oh, we definitely got it. Alright, let's go. I just had to be paired up with some inking weapons that also had Booyah Bomb, as well as that Leader. But, yeah. I mean, it wasn't the worst match I had, actually, considering it's a weapon I don't use. But Edit Splatling's done, which I like to see. 2-1 KD actually went positive there. Nice. Yeah, we as a team did really well that match. Alright, we'll go back to the wheel and see what's next. Alright, we're back with the wheel. Edit Splatling is off the board. And let's see what we get next. Probably Splatana Wiper? Alright. I don't play Splatana Wiper. The only one that I play, and it's only occasionally now, is Decapitator. Splatana Wiper definitely plays a lot more of a frontline skirmisher weapon, which I don't do a whole lot of, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, we'll go into the weapon select screen, and we'll go over to the Splatanas. And I have 2 Splatana Wiper kits. I have the Vanilla kit, which is Torpedo and Ultra Stamp, and I have the Deco kit, which has Squid Beacon and Missiles. I'm gonna use the Vanilla kit because Ultra Stamp and Torpedo works a lot better for Wiper's playstyle than Squid Beacon and Missiles. You haven't seen me use any of these, so I will show you how they work. So Wiper is a really fast Splatana, and it also has a Charge Slash, which does 60 damage, and it also has a Dash Slash as well, which does 1 shot at close range. But this weapon is like really easy to combo with itself. 1 Charge Slash and then 2 regular slashes kill, or Dash Slash in, followed by a close-up regular slash can kill. You can see with Torpedo, you throw it and it'll lock onto any enemies that are close by, or it can be thrown for a little bit of mobility, so it has a little bit of niche utility there. And now we have Ultra Stamp, so I'll pop this. And you can see it can do a lot of... You saw in there, it can do a bunch of things. Like, you can charge forward and just stamp anybody in your path, unless you're me playing Decapitator, in which case you can't. You can go into the ink and jump out, and the hitbox will still be active on the stamp. And you can also throw it for long-range damage. Anyways, let's go in and get Splatana Wiper done. Alright, that didn't take long, so we'll see if we can be one and done with this weapon. Alright, we've got Splatter Shot, Octo Brush, and Octo Shot. Clash Blaster, Splatter Shot, Dually Squelchers, and Splash. We need to learn to take advantage of this thing's mobility and strafe speed, because it's really, really fast. We got Ultra Stamp ready to go. I'm not just gonna pop it right now, because I don't see a reason to. Alright, let's go ahead. There's a lot of... Alright, well, I got one of them. I don't use Ultra Stamps, so the fact that I was even able to get a splat there is kind of nice. 3 of us are down. That's not good. I'm a little surprised that they didn't charge up. We're not doing so well. Yeah, they see me. They're trying to get me with specials and subs, but I don't think they know. Like, this thing's kill power is pretty poor from long range, but once you get up close, that's when it starts getting kind of ridiculous. Alright, we're just gonna go and throw that. And wow, I missed the snipe. I saw that shot, so I thought I'd be able to... Oh. Oh, they're still trying to get me with sub-weapons there, but I'm not gonna let them. This weapon's really good at inking. It's kind of like a solid, well-rounded weapon, kinda. It just doesn't do well at long-range fights. Alright, well that'll be a, That'll be an assist, and I went down. I'm not surprised. Clash Blaster. I'll have to look back at that, probably. That felt like a really good match. I obviously didn't take a lot of fights, which I probably should have with what I was playing, but, I mean, we still won at the end of the day, which means I only have to use this for one match, so I'll take it. Relatively smooth weapon, all things considered. Still went positive, probably just from the assists that I got. I also got 2 splats with Ultra Stamp. Alright, let's go back to the wheel and see what our final weapon of the day will be. Alright, we're back with the wheel. Splatana Wipers off the board. Just give me something that I at least won't mind. Is it going to be the Brella? It is going to be the Brella. Alright, I'm not a Brella player either. This will be interesting. Alright, we'll go to the weapon select screen, we'll go to the Brellas, and I only have the vanilla Splat Brella, which has Sprinkler and Triple Ink Strike. Now, you have already seen me use Triple Ink Strike, so I won't show it again, but I will show you the Brella and the Sprinkler. We'll start with the Sprinkler. It's more utility, just getting ink in an area. It can damage the opponent, but let's be honest, if you go down to this, then, yeah, you can see it's doing damage, but if you go down to this, then that's a little embarrassing. As for the Brella, it basically works as a shotgun, but it also has a shield, and if you hold down the ZR button, you will actually launch your shield, and it can do damage, and also leaves a trail of ink in its path as well, so that'll be good for mobility. But yeah, let's go into a match, and we'll see how many this'll take. Alright, that took a little while. We'll see what our weapon compositions are. We're on Mahi Mahi Resort again. Squeezer, Dowser Dualies, and N-Zap. Reflux, Nautilus, Octoshot, and Stars Dynamo. We got a lot of utility on our team. I like this loadout, and we've got Tenemissiles. Or not we, they have Tenemissiles. I want to get this Tacticooler. There we go. Tacticooler is widely considered to be the best special in this game, just because all the buffs that you can get from it are ridiculous. I thought I'd be able to get the better of them, but nope. That is not good. Oh, we got Tenemissiles again. That's coming from the Reflux. That I know, because you saw me use Reflux as the very first weapon in this series. Oh, I don't have ink. I really don't have ink! And the water level could not have dropped at a worse time for me. This isn't going that well. Now they're trying to get me with Triple Ink Strike and the Tenemissiles. We'll throw a Sprinkler over there. I didn't even get to throw a Triple Ink Strike. Are you kidding me? What in the world? I didn't see the gameplay for a little bit there. Now they're trying to snipe us with splat bombs. Yeah, they're really trying to go after me with that, Ah! What even got me? The dynamo. Did I not get him with the triple ink strike? This is going really poorly. Good lord. This was an absolutely terrible match. Pure garbage. I'll see you when the next match starts. Didn't take long. We'll see what the weapon compositions are, but last match was so bad. Wellstring, Reflux, Dynamo, Octoshot, Splattershot, Squeeze, and Blob. Alright. We've certainly got the fighting power with Dynamo and Wellstring. They also both have a good amount of range, and we also have the inking capabilities with the Reflux. Yeah, I don't exactly like Triple Ink Strike at all. It's a good special, yes, but I personally am not a fan. Alright, we got teammate over there. Oh, Blob is up there. We're gonna Ink Storm. That's from the Blob. I know that because I used it sparingly. I think that Blob is trying to target me, but yeah. Alright, got a trade with the Squeeze, which I don't know why you would try to take fights up close with Squeezer. I use it a good amount. I mean, I haven't used it a lot in recent times. That's just because I like using Dreadringer too much. But I do use Squeezer a good amount. Yeah, I knew they were back there. Nice. Ink Storm's going right where I am. I don't like that. 3 of us are dead. That's not good. I think that T-Tech actually managed to get all 3 of us. Ah! I was gonna say, I saw that Squeezer up close at me again, and I'm really confused with how they're playing the weapon. Like, that weapon has really good range. Take advantage of it. And I don't even know who that was, but the match felt decent up until the last minute, and they just took off. So, I'll see you when the next match starts. We'll see what the weapon compositions are. Big Swig, Reflux, and Wellstring. Dynamo, Squeeze, T-Tech, and Blob. Alright, so we're mostly an inking team with Big Swig and Reflux, but we also have range with Wellstring. And then there's me using Splat Brella. That Blob is already just chilling there. Alright, Blob's down. Nice. I believe that is the T-Tech. Man, my object damage on this thing is nuts. Nice! Got someone with the Tri-Strike. Like that. Nice, got another. I think my teammate helped out there, actually. Oh, right, I don't have Torpedo now. That Blob is keeping a really good eye on me. I don't like that. Ah! The lag I'm experiencing on the capture card caused me to miss that jump. I shouldn't be missing that jump. I'm really good at parkour. Alright, water level's dropping. We already got a teammate focusing over there. It's the Reflux. Alright, Blob sees me again. And they are doing everything that... Ah! The Blob got me. I was able to partial them, but obviously Brella is not a one-shot. Does not matter how close you are. I'm gonna stay back here and I'm gonna clean up the Ink Storm that goes by. Alright, it's gone. Oh, Blob got me again. I don't like facing Blob, but when I started playing Dreadringer, I got a lot better at facing Blob. Obviously, I'm not playing Dreadringer right now, so I don't have that advantage. Nope. I was already weak. Again, this match felt good up until the last minute where we just fell apart again. And of course, I went down one last time just for good measure. Alright, I'll see you when the next match starts, because we clearly didn't win again. Alright, that took forever. But let's see where we are. We're on Mako Mart. Decaf 52, NZAP, Blob Aerospray, Dapples, and Inkbrush. So they have a good amount of inking weapons, as well as a few good fighters. We have some fighters, and that's about it. Dear Lord. Already right there, and I missed with all my, triple ink strikes. Yeah, I know they're trying to snipe me with sub-weapons, but I'm not gonna let them. Yeah, they're really gonna try to get me with sub-weapons, but again, I'm not gonna let them. Yeah, they're really trying to just get me from down there, but again, I'm not gonna let them. They shouldn't have beacons. Nice. I think the ink brush came this way. They're really just trying to get me. They threw an ink storm on me. They got killer whale lasers on me. They even had a sprinkler on me for good measure. Ah, that reef slider trapped me. Alright, whatever. The aerospray went down eventually. This match is not going well to start. I was at least able to partial them, and we got wiped out. Alright, that's all right. I had a feeling we weren't gonna win. I was able to partial them again, but still couldn't get them. This is not gonna be the match to do it. I knew the ink brush was still there. I was thinking I'd be able to get him, but nope. Alright, I will see you when the next match starts, because we didn't win that one either. Alright, that didn't take too long. But I believe we're on match 5 with Splat Brella. What do we got? We got Decapitator, Big Swig, and Aerospray. Tetras, Splat Doolies, Ink Brush, 52. Alright, so 3 of those 4 weapons are rush-in weapons. The only one that isn't is the 52. Well, we have 2 really solid inking weapons in Aerospray and Big Swig, and then a solid fighter in Decapitator. And then there's me. I am experiencing a lot of lag right now. I see the ink brushes right there. Got him! I knew he'd try to go this way, which is why I stayed there. Let's just have this Autobomb go off. They're really just trying to hit us with curling bombs, aren't they? Nice, 52's down. See, if we don't let them rush in, they really can't do anything. But if we let them rush in, then that's where this can turn south. Sprinkler is just not a sub worth using, and I couldn't get out of the way of the killer whale. 3 of us are down, that's not good. We can't let them take us down, because if they do, then that gives them opportunities to push up, and them pushing up is not what we want. Oh, ink brush! And I also had a killer whale on me. Yeah, now they're getting up here. I think we might have just lost, because we let them charge in, and this lag is not serving me well at all. Good lord. Alright, keep that in mind when I'm doing this. Lag on the capture card makes Killer Whale a beast. But I'll see you when the next match starts. It took a little bit. I believe we were on our 6th match with Brella, which is quickly becoming a weapon I don't like. Alright, we'll see what so we got Wiper, Leader, and V-Dooley. And they have Nova, Hydra, Squiffer, and Big Swig. Alright, so that Hydra is going to be a threat if it can get a full charge. Oh, 3 of them are down already, but as we've seen, the most important parts of the match are the last minute or so. I do have a triple ink strike, which can actually counter Hydra pretty well. Nice. Was I at least able to get a trade with the ink strike? No, I wasn't. I was trying to target that Booyah Bomb, but I guess I couldn't. I mean, then again, I'm not good with triple ink strikes, so I'm not surprised. That's our Wave Breaker. Nice. Oh, I didn't think... That was me just being an idiot. And I honestly didn't expect the Big Swig to be back there without at least one of us catching them. Maybe it should have been on me to look back there. Ah! I even got close to that Squiffer and I still couldn't beat him! This is going poorly. Where have I seen this before? The worst part about this is I don't have a usable sub-weapon. I was gonna say, yep, I knew you were there. I'm not gonna... Oh my god. That is just pitiful. We weren't gonna win anyways, but that just cemented it. I'll see you when the next match starts, because, again, we didn't win. Wait, what?! What?! By 0.1%? Are you kidding? I thought we lost because the Big Swig got all the way over there! What in the world?! Oh my god, that's not me just faking a reaction. That's me being dead serious. What in the world? I gotta take a look at that. I got my freshness raised with this, but I'm not going to use this again. Screw this weapon. What in the world happened? I thought for sure we lost. They had it after I went down to the triple splashdown. Yeah, they popped it right there, and I went down. They had it right there. Or no, we had it right there. And then I went down, and they had it for a little bit there, but my teammates just handled mid. That's insane. Wow. What a match. But that's it for this episode. Couldn't have ended more crazy, and I'll see you whenever I upload the next video.